Hello students, good afternoon to all and hope you all doing well and fine. Right, hope everything is going well with regard to your, let's say, day-to-day situations. Right, some students are there, right, and seems that some people have gone on trips, right, and the talk of the town is how are people celebrating the new year, right? When everyone is referring, every country is referring about lockdowns and this and that, we as a country, we are going on to the opposite direction. We are enjoying our time tripping, right? Vacations, Nuvarelia trips, Haputale trips, right? It's good actually, right? Uh, as long as we maintain our social distancing, we maintain our pandemic regulations, guidelines, as long as that, it's better that you guys enjoy your time, right? It's good. And wishing you once again, right, a very happy new year, right? And I sincerely hope this particular new year will be the year that you guys will make the change, right? Make the change in your career, in your life, right? This should be the new year that will be making the real impact in your life and real turnaround, right? And I hope and I pray, and my blessings are always with you for you to make that change, right? Good. So everything is fine, seems to be. Students, Ajit අපේ කට්ටියට පොඩක් වටේ පෙන්නන්න class environment එක just turn around, right? This is our class, the normal IAS, right? Still we are under pandemic, the quarantine situation, right? This is your class which was there, right? Which you enjoyed your time, right? Good. Okay, right? Seems so now after this we are now into online. Students, as IAS communicated to you, you can participate in physical classes as well. All physical classes will participate කරන්න පුළුවන්. You can participate to physical classes, but if you prefer, right, staying online, that also no problem at all. And to tell you, this coming Thursday we will start our question session once again. May Thursday අපේ question session එක තියෙනවා. Last week we didn't had it because it was the new year, no? So we celebrated the new year. Now it's not the case. Exams are coming up, so we have to have that. Right. Good. So all is well, right? Everything is going quite well and fine. Students, today we are moving on to a new area. අලුත් area එකකට අපි යනවා ළමයි, which is known as accountability and audit of the board. Accountability and audit. Accountability and audit. So major area is audit committee. Audit committee කියන area එක අපි පොඩ්ඩක් touch කරන්න යන්නේ. We are going to touch audit committee, accountability and audit. Write this down in your notebook. Students, you have to apologize me. I expect your pardon for something because last week I was quite so busy with extra activities. I couldn't give you the, let's say, finalized tute for these areas. මේ areas වල tute එක තාම මට දෙන්න හදලා දෙන්න බැරි වුණා, right? It's my fault. So hopefully by next week this area, everything, the tute will be given to you, right? Sorry for that. Until such time, refer to the tutorial which we have so far provided. Go through them. The tute for these areas you will receive, right? So until such time, sorry for that. Last week was time of enjoyment. No. Okay, students, before we start this, right, just to break the ice, what's your expectation for the new year? Ogalange new year expectations monada? Just to type, right? Just type what are your new year expectations. Any new year resolutions you had? Just type your expectations, what you like to happen to you, what you like to happen to the country, the economy, right? happen to you, just type, right? Type කරන්න බලන්න. For myself, my resolutions, what I like to happen is, right, first thing, that there should be freedom of mobility, right? We all should have the freedom of mobility. Without COVID, this has to happen, right? And apart from that, students, for you, there should be freedom of your studies, right? Studies වල ඔයගලන්ට හොඳ freedom එකක් තියෙන්න ඕන. There should be freedom of your studies. And apart from that, right, we all should get more focus on our work. අපේ වැඩවලට වැඩි focus එකක් දෙන්න ඕන අපි, right? It's very important, all these. Because if you do not focus on your work, right, you won't get through. Hopefully, you had those resolutions, right? A resolutions ඔයගලන්ට තියෙන්නේ නැති. So you are working on them. And just to give you a small point of advice, podi advice එකක්, if you are studying, right, don't wait until the correct time. Don't wait until correct time comes to you. හරි වෙලාව වෙනකන් නිකන් ඉන්න එපා. No time is perfect. කිසිම වෙලාවක් perfect නැහැ. Just start and do. පටන් අරන් කරන්න. පටන් අරන් වැඩේ කරගෙන යන්න. Just start and do, right? That's very important. Hopefully, whatever we have done so far, you guys are doing right now. අපි කරපු දේවල් ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරනවා ඇති. So, very important. Very important. Right. Good. Sorry. Accountability and audit. See this. Students, in any company, right, be it a listed company, be it, let's say, a normal private limited liability company, whatever the company, students, right, the company will not survive if it do not have a proper finance and accounting function. Agree or not? කිසිම කොම්පැනියක් හොඳට දුවන එකක් නැහැ ඒකට හොඳ finance and accounting function එකක් නැති වුණොත්. විදිත් පොඩ බලන්න message එක. See questions, no? Maheshwaran says class something, no? Yes. Maheshwaran sir, I think it's New Year time for him as well. So he is having a small vacation today. Yes, that option is there, Maheshwaran sir, Nishant sir. That option is there, right? As far as I know, from next week onwards, he is again commencing the classes and he will be doing from, I think, 1 to 3:30, 3:30 or 4, he will be doing. Thereafter, I will be taking. So today, since Maheshwaran sir is on vacation, on leave, we will be having right now. Okay. Good. That option is there, right? Good. Right. So, right. So, imagine a situation, a company will not work well if the finance function is not operating effectively. Finance function එක operate වෙන්නේ නැත්නම් company එක හරියට වැඩ කරන්නේ නැහැ. Right? Accounting, finance, governance, control is very important if you have to run your business properly. So, in UK, Smith report. මෙන්න මේ report එක මතක තියාගන්න. Smith report has given us guidance on audit committee. Audit committee එකක් ගැන Smith report එක guidance දුන්නා. Audit committee. Smith report of UK. Right? There are different commissions, no? Right? Likewise, Smith report of UK has given us guidance with regard to this particular area. මේ area එකට guidance දුන්නේ Smith report of UK. So, Smith Report of UK has given guidance on 4 areas of directors that they have to have focus on accounting. Okay, directors have a responsibility with regard to accounting for 4 areas. So, directors' responsibility for accounting. Director's responsibility for accounting for 4 areas. Right? Lamai, directors la accounting wala 4 areas they have to touch upon. First one, directors have to set accounting policies. Directors' responsibility for accounting, number 1, they should set accounting policies for the business. Then number 2, they have to structure controls for financial reporting. They should structure controls for financial reporting. That also, financial reporting walata egola control structure එකක් හදන්න ඕන. They have to structure controls for financial reporting. So whatever the controls for financial reporting, they have to structure. Very important. Number 2. So whose responsibility is to develop accounting policies? The depreciation policy, impairment policy, whatever the accounting policies are the responsibility of the directors of the company. And internal controls for financial reporting, that again is the responsibility of the directors of the company. Then, number 3, set other internal controls. Other internal controls with regard to the finance of the business. Number 4, maintain relationship with external auditors as well. These 4 responsibilities. Now, when you are writing down answer, students, you have to elaborate 4 responsibilities of the directors with regard to the financial reporting, accounting. Number 1, directors have to set accounting policies, right? Whatever the impairment policy, depreciation policy, right? Provisioning policy, right? So, valuation, revaluation policy, all these are the responsibilities of the directors of the company. They should structure controls for financial reporting. Financial reporting controls, that's the responsibility of the directors. Set other internal controls as well, whatever the other internal controls. And finally, maintain proper good relationship with company's external auditors. All these 4 activities are the responsibilities of the directors of the company. Write down in your notebook. Guys, in your notebook, write down. As per Code of Corporate Governance, as per Code of Corporate Governance, Code of Corporate Governance, the directors of the company are required to be responsible for financial reporting function. Therefore, Therefore, the directors should accept responsibility. Should accept responsibility should accept responsibility for the finance function in following manner. Okay, finance function in following manner. Great, done. Students, hopefully, as my prediction, by next week we will be able to complete Code of Corporate Governance, right? Corporate Governance topic එක අපිට මේ යන විදියට next week එක වෙද්දී ඉවර කරන්න පුළුවන්. So hopefully my plan is to give you the tutorial by next week. So then we had the note, then you can at home you can refer to the tutorial as well, right? Good. And apart from that you have this as well, Code of Corporate Governance. So Code of Corporate Governance topic එක ඉවරයි. එතකොට අපි major part of auditing is done. Then we can move on to non-financial reporting, ethics, misstatements, right? Okay, right done. So write down these 4 responsibilities. My responsibilities 4 ලියා ගන්න ළමයි. Write down these 4 responsibilities in your notebook. Write down 4 responsibilities of the management, the directors. There is a question. Do we need? Yes, independency criteria students we will be doing, right? අපි independency criteria කරනවා. නමුත් we will learn them through questions as well as in theory also we will be doing. In terms of corporate governance, what is left for us is corporate governance අපිට කරන්න තියෙන strategy. Now after audit committee, performance evaluation we have done. We have to do strategy setting, strategic objectives. That part we have to do. And apart from that, very minute areas we have to do, right? All others we have done. We did nomination committee, remuneration committee we have to do, right? Few parts we got to do. All right, yes. If anyone wants to ask questions, right, you can unmute your microphone and you can just ask as well, right? You can talk as well. No problem. Okay. Hopefully you have done with this. Make a kara kila hitana. Students, now we will go into the composition of the audit committee. How should be the audit committee be for it to be independent? Audit committee eka, now they are the ones who are in charge of the finance of the company, no? Company eke accounts, finance, in charge is the audit committee. Liaising with the audit committee, I will give you the duties, objectives. How should be the audit committee be? How should be the audit committee? Should you include executive directors to the audit committee? Will you include executive directors to the audit committee? Should executive directors like CEO or finance director or let's say financial controller, should they be included in the audit committee? I'm asking you a question. Should executive directors be given a chance to participate in audit committee meetings? Should that happen? Should you take, I'm asking a question, right? Question. Should we include executive directors to the audit committee? Should it be good advice? Do you think? No. Executive directors should not be included in audit committee. Students, in most questions, right, when you are getting the questions, when we do audit committee related questions on Thursdays, right, you will see in most questions which you get, you will see executive directors are included in the audit committee. So, keep the point in mind, executive directors should not be in the composition of the audit committee. Agree? Executive directors cannot be members of the audit committee. UK Smith report says, UK wala Smith report kilaka, corporate governance report. Smith report says, audit committee should be chaired by, composite by at least 3 independent non-executive directors. UK wala hemai, right? Minimum 3 independent non-executive directors. Minimum. No executive directors should be included by 3 independent non-executive directors. Very important. However, in our local guidance, Lankaveke, it has to have 3 non-executive directors. Out of that, 2 should be independent. That's our guidance. Ape guidance. Once again, I'm repeating, right? In UK Smith report, UK wala Smith report in Smith report, they say minimum 3 independent non-executive directors should be there. But in our case, Sri Lanka, we should have 3 non-executive directors. Out of that, majority should be independent. Got that? And also, if it is, let's say, more than 3 directors are there, majority should be in independent non-executive directors. No executive director should be take part in audit committee. Right? Got the point? Write down in your notebook. The audit committee should include only non-executive directors. Only non-executive directors. Only non-executive directors. As per UK Smith report, the audit committee should include minimum of 3 independent non-executive directors. Minimum of 3 independent non-executive directors. Audit committee should include minimum of 3 independent non-executive directors. However, as per Code of Corporate Governance of CA Sri Lanka, as per Code of Corporate Governance of CA Sri Lanka, the audit committee should include minimum of 3 non-executive directors. Minimum of 3 non-executive directors. Minimum of 3 non-executive directors. minimum 3 non-executive directors, out of which 2 should be independent. 2 should be independent. 2 should be independent. Full stop. If more than 3 directors are there, if more than 3 directors are there, comma, the majority should be independent non-executive directors. Independent non-executive directors. Okay, right. With this, go to page number 24, students. Page 24 of your Code of Corporate Governance. Page 24 of Code of Corporate Governance, as well as page number 52. Page 24 and page 52. Turn to them. Page 24 and page 52. And on top of page 24, on top of that, students, paste a bookmark, Audit Committee. 24, bookmark එකක් අලව ගන්න, Audit Committee කියලා. Sticky note එක ගන්න, Audit Committee. Page 52, Audit Committee Charter. Audit Committee Charter. Right? Paste bookmarks. ඒ දෙකට bookmarks දෙකක් දාගන්න. Paste bookmarks. Page 24. Go to page 24, section D3 in your Code of Corporate Governance. Section D3 in your Code of Corporate Governance, Audit Committee. Read that. The board should establish formal and transparent arrangements for considering how they should select and apply accounting policies for financial reporting, determine the structure and content of corporate reporting, implement internal controls and risk management principles, and for maintaining an appropriate relationship with companies' auditors. So, Can you remember a paragraph එක කියවුවාම මොකද්ද තියෙන්නේ? What is there? Those are the directors' responsibilities for accounting and auditing. Right? So write there in that place, paragraph D3. In the place D3, write down directors' responsibility for accounting and auditing. Right there, directors' responsibility for accounting and auditing. Directors' responsibility for accounting and auditing. D3. Go to D3.1, next paragraph. The board should establish an audit committee, highlight, exclusively of non-executive directors, underline, exclusively of non-executive directors, with a minimum of 3 non-executive directors, of whom at least 2 should be independent. Minimum 3 non-executive, at least 2 should be independent. If there are more non-executive directors, the majority should be independent. Underline that. The committee should be chaired by the chairman of the audit committee should be independent non-executive director. Underline that. Committee එකේ chairman වෙන්න ඕන. Audit committee chairman should be an independent non-executive director. Right. Students, if anyone asks from you, who will be the most powerful directors in terms of non-executive? Who are the most powerful group of individuals in a company, listed entity? The most powerful group of individuals in a listed entity are the audit committee students. Audit committee has vast amount of powers, right? Which we are going to discuss. Before we discuss that, students, I will just elaborate you as per Smith report, right? Smith report. Make a Smith tamai kiuwe. Smith report. Advantages and disadvantages of audit committee. Advantages and disadvantages. Now, audit committee is like police. Audit committee is like police, right? It's like police. So, when you have an audit committee, there will be a sense of discipline within the company. If you have an audit committee, there will be a sense of discipline within the company. So, ensure discipline within the company. Ensure discipline within the company. Merely having these directors will ensure discipline within the company. And also, students, now they will evaluate, investigate everything. Audit committee will grill internal auditors. They will ask questions from external auditors, right? They are so powerful. So having them will ensure control within the company. Better control within the company. Company ඇතුලේ හොඳ control එකක් තියෙනවා. Better control having an audit committee. And also, these most of the cases, audit committee will consist of partners of audit firms, right? Maybe let's say veterans in financial industry. So when they are there, students, the quality of the financial reporting will be increased, right? So partners of audit firms can be appointed as, let's say, non-executive directors, audit committee members of any company which is not a client. Client කෙනෙක් නොවන ඕනම company එක audit committee එකට partner කෙනෙක් යන්න පුළුවන්. So it will have more effective financial reporting, right? So they can provide assistance. So effective financial reporting can happen. Effective financial reporting. And also, now since we the external auditors, we can liaise with them. We can liaise, we can coordinate, we can discuss matters which we face with the audit committee. Our independence is also established by them. අපේ independence එකත් ඒගොල්ලෝ establish කරනවා. So external auditors independence will be established by audit committee, right? So independence of external auditors. independence of external auditors. Auditors established by audit committee. So discipline, control, effective financial reporting, independence of external auditor established. So these are the benefits having this, and helps finance director in reporting. It helps the finance director in financial reporting. So ensure discipline, control, effective financial reporting, independence of external auditors established, help finance director in reporting. That happens. Then students, it has some disadvantages as well. Audit committee has some disadvantages. Number one will be, right, most of the work of the audit committee is very confidential. No, audit committee එක කරන ගොඩක් වැඩ, those work will be confidential, right? Now sometimes they will investigate fraudsters in the company. Company ඇතුලේ හොරු ඉන්නවනම් ඒගොල්ලන්ව grill කරලා ප්‍රශ්න අහනවා. Fraudsters will be interrogated. Those are very secretive, confidential. So if it is secretive and confidential, students, most people will not know their duty. ගොඩක් කට්ටිය මේගොල්ලෝ කරන වැඩේ දන්නේ නැහැ, right? So number one, less awareness about audit committee. Less awareness about audit committee role. No one will know that, right? Audit committee කිව්වම ඒගොල්ලෝ මොනවද කරන්න කියලා කවුරුවත් දන්නේ නැහැ. We don't know it. Number two, second one. Now, if you have audit committee, right? If you have a very, let's say, entrepreneurial chairman, entrepreneurial CEO ටිකක් risk එකක් අරගෙන වැඩ කරන මිනිස්සෙක් නම්. See, if CEO is a person who is taking bit of a risk and getting good rewards for the business, sometimes CEOs will be discouraged because whatever he is trying to do, audit committee puts a bucket. CEO කරන්න යන මොනවා හරි දෙයකට audit committee එකට බාල්දි පෙරලන්න පුළුවන්. So it will be drag and pull and this kind of, right? CEO trying to do something, entrepreneurial CEO, whatever he is going to do, audit committee prevents. So drag and pull kind of. So that will affect the business as well. So discourage entrepreneurial management. Cost go up. You have to pay them, no? Cost go up. Will increase the cost. The next one, if you have a dominant board member, right? If the CEO sometimes, if the CEO is so dominant, if the chairman is so dominant, if they are dominant, sometimes audit committee will be just yes men. Audit committee එක නිකම්ම නිකන් yes men කෙනෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Chairman or CEO maybe, let's say, if they are dominant. Now imagine if the chairman or CEO is a kind of a investor who is so dominant, taking their own decision, what happens? They will just go through. At that time, audit committee is useless. They will always say what the chairman or CEO will do. Right? Okay? May not be effective in front of dominant board member. Right? So less awareness about audit committee role, discourage entrepreneurial management, cost may go up, may not be effective in front of dominant board member. So students, audit committee will have its advantages, audit committee will also have its disadvantages as well. But advantages are normally more than the disadvantages. So you normally recommend an audit committee for a share market listed company. Share market listed company එකකට අපි audit committee එකක් ගොඩක් වෙලාවට recommend කරනවා. So write this down in your notebook. Make a notebook එකේ ලියන්න ළමයි. Write it in your notebook. Good question asked by, someone has asked a good question. Does the audit committee responsible for board of directors or shareholders ultimately? To whom the audit committee finally responsible? Students, ultimate, final responsibility of the audit committee lies to the shareholders. But in doing that, audit committee, right, as any other committee of the board, should make their presentation to the board. They will responsible for the board, but ultimately through that, they are responsible for the shareholders of the company. Initially, they are responsible, like nomination committee, remuneration committee, they are responsible for the board. Board are responsible, eka haraha, shareholders are responsible finally, ultimately. Initially, audit committee reports will be read by the board of directors. Audit committee reports initially will be read by the board of directors, then only it will go to the shareholders. If it is, let's say, not a major case එකක් නෙවෙයි නම්, most audit committee reports will not go to the shareholders. Okay, because those are so sensitive, no? So they are not so much public. Audit committee reports are not much public. So they will retain inside the board of directors. But if it is, let's say, a major case, then only it will go to the shareholders. If not, most of the reports of the audit committee will be stay at the board of directors itself. Hope your matter issue is solved, right? So complete this. Then we will go to roles and duties of audit committee. We will go to roles and duties of audit committee after this. Hello students, just to check, recheck. Can you guys hear me? Are we audible? If yes, just put type yes. Are we audible? Can you hear us? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good, no? Right. Okay, good. You can see us as well, right? Pay on, ne? All right, good. Thanks, thanks, thanks. Again, this Thursday, once again I'm repeating, right? This Thursday we will be having our scheduled questions class, right? Questions class May Thursday, this Thursday it will be there. So I will try to discuss a question from audit committee. Audit committee question we discuss karamu, because these are very common questions, right? In the exam. Right. Okay. Things are under control. So go to page number 24 of your Code of Corporate Governance. Once again, go to page number 24 of your Code of Corporate Governance. Students, if anyone asks from you, what are the purpose of setting up an audit committee? Audit committee ka set karna purpose එක මොකක්ද? Basically, audit committee's purpose are to evaluate accounting. මේගොල්ල කරන වැඩ ටිකක් තියෙනවා, right? They are helping accounting work of the business, accounting and reporting. So financial accounting reporting process should always be under the purview of the audit committee. Audit committee should scrutinize the accounting work. Then thereafter, internal controls. Internal controls. Whatever the internal controls of the company is under the purview of the audit committee. Audit committee is always should look after the internal controls of the company. Okay, so whatever the controls implemented, whether they are operating effectively, designed well, so everything audit committee has to evaluate internal controls. Then should evaluate the risk management of the business as well. Risk management. Evaluate risk management. There should be a proper risk management function within the business. So audit committee has to evaluate the risk management of the company as well. Then compliance. Compliance. Audit committee has to evaluate the compliance function of the business as well. Accounting balanne egolla, internal controls will be evaluated by them, risk management will be evaluated, compliance will be evaluated, as well as internal audit will scrutinize internal auditor as well, audit committee. audit committee will evaluate the functions, the duties, what they are doing, right? Whether they are doing objective work, independent work, internal auditor under the full supervision of the audit committee, internal audit. Next one, independence of external audit. Independence of external auditor will also be established by audit committee. Now if you see these, then මේ ටික හොඳට ඕගොල්ලෝ බැලුවොත් ළමයි. Accounting, internal control, risk management, compliance, internal audit, independence of external auditor, students, ideally, as we said, this should be headed by which kind of directors? Should this be headed by executive directors? No, this has to be governed by whom? Non-executive directors, NEDs, and majority should be independent non-executive directors, right? Because it's accounting, controls, risk management, compliance, internal audit, independence. So look at the scope, students, right? Audit committee එකට තියෙන වැඩවල scope එක බලන්න. So huge vast spectrum of work. ඒකත් එක්ක අපිට පොඩි chance එකක් තියෙනවා. What is the chance that you guys have? Chartered accountancy students, what is the chance that you guys have? Who are the experts of these? මේ වැඩවල expert ලා කවුද? Who are the experts of these functions? Who are the experts of these functions? If you take financial reporting, internal controls, risk management, compliance, internal audit, independence of external auditors, who are the experts of that? Auditors. Auditors, apart from that, in the big picture. Chartered accountants, CA. As you correctly said, students, it's CAs. So you guys have a real great opportunity. As what? As what? Independent, as to be appointed as independent non-executive directors to listed companies. Listed companies වලට independent non-executive directors විදියට ඔයාලට appoint වෙන්න chance ඕන තරම් තියෙනවා ළමයි. Those are the benefits of a chartered accountant doing chartered accountancy. Get my point? Because who are the experts of these? මේක නැත්නම් tax practice එක විතරයි. Right? What is not here, what is not included is the tax practice only. For all others, here, who are we? We are chartered accountants. We are the best suited ones to do this. So therefore, students, in many organizations, audit committees are run by chartered accountants. Most of the cases, partners of audit firms, they are being appointed as non-executive directors of companies which are not their clients. Clients are not directors. Right? Good? Done? Okay. So go to page number 24. The audit committee should have a written terms of reference. Section D32. D32. Audit committee should have a written terms of reference dealing clearly with its authority and duties. Clearly dealing with its authority and duties. The audit committee's written terms of reference must address, at minimum, assist the board oversight of highlight, preparation, presentation and adequacy of disclosures in the financial statements in accordance with Sri Lanka accounting standards. So that's the financial reporting function. Compliance with financial reporting requirements, information requirements of the Companies Act and other relevant financial reporting related regulations. So earlier one financial reporting, this one compliance. Third one, process to ensure that the company's internal controls and risk management procedures are adequate to meet the requirements. So controls and risk management. Assessing the company's ability to continue as a going concern in the foreseeable future. So going concern assessment. Performance of the company's internal audit function. Process of identification, monitoring and management of business risk. Independence and performance of companies' external auditors. So these are the roles, purpose, objectives of of audit committee. Just read it once again. එක පාරක් කියවන්න ළමයි. Read that once again. Right. Students, thereafter, the functions of the audit committee. Right? Good. Read now. Now, this particular area, right, page 24, 25, 26 in your Code of Corporate Governance, extremely important. Bookmark and go, right? Make a bookmark කරන් යන්න. එතෙන්දි පිටු පෙරලන්න, පොත් පෙරලන්න වෙලාව නාස්ති කරන්න එපා. Don't waste your time, right, with regard to turning pages at the exam. Just bookmark and go. Bookmark කරගෙනම යන්න ළමයි. හරිද? Okay? The duties and responsibilities of the audit committee should at a minimum include those set out below. So underline duties and responsibilities of the audit committee. Earlier objectives of the audit committee, now duties and responsibilities. What are the duties and responsibilities? Number 1, making recommendations to the board pertaining to, underline, appointment, reappointment and removal of external auditors and to approve the remuneration and terms of engagement of the external auditors. Students, so who should handle external auditors here? External auditors la handle karanne kawuda lamai? Who should handle external auditors? Appointment, reappointment, removal, as well as whatever the remuneration of external auditors will be determined by the audit committee. Students, in your auditing standards, you should be heard of something like this. TCWG කියලා එකක් ඔයගොල්ලෝ අහලා තියෙනවා. You heard about this in your auditing standards. TCWG. ඒ මොකක්ද? මතකද ඔයගොල්ලන්ට TCWG? What does that mean, TCWG? Those charged with governance of the business. Those charged with governance. SLAUS 265. Sri Lanka auditing standard number 265. What happens? Whatever the internal controls weaknesses that we have identified, we have to report to those charged with governance. That is the audit committee, students. So audit committee is the communication point for the external auditors. External auditor ke communication point එක තමයි audit committee එක ළමයි. Very critical, very important, you have to remember. Right? So we as the external auditors, අපි external auditors ලා විදියට in a listed company, we don't much integrate, handle or cooperate with executive directors. Whatever our reports we direct at whom? At the audit committee. අපි ගොඩක් කරාට audit committee එකට තමයි යවන්නේ. Right? Okay. Go to next one. To develop and implement policy on the engagement of external auditor. Develop a policy on the engagement of external auditor about to supply non-audit services. For external auditors to supply non-audit services. For accounting service, tax service, things like that. Taking into account relevant ethical guidance regarding the provision of non-audit services by the external audit firm. And to report to the board identifying any matters in respect of which is considered that action of improvement is needed and making recommendations as to steps to be taken. So, if you award non-assurance work to the external auditors, you need to have proper guidance. Generally, in a listed company, accounting and auditing should not be given to the same audit firm. You know it, right? Listed company එක accounting auditing දෙකම දෙන්න බෑ same audit firm එකට independence threat, self review threat. So that is there in a listed company. So these things you have to consider. Audit committee. To review and monitor external auditors' independence. Evaluate external auditors' independence and objectivity and the effectiveness of the audit process, taking into consideration relevant Sri Lanka professional and regulatory requirements. Discussion of the audit plan, key audit matters, their resolution and management's responses. See students, now time to time your audit plan, key audit matters, issues you have, whatever you have to discuss with whom? Discuss with the audit committee. External auditors will be purely handled by the audit committee. Agree? Go and see. Go and see. මේක හොඳට බලා ගන්න. One by one I will read with you because this is very important. Review the company's annual audited financial statements. Review annual audited financial statements and quarterly financial statements with the management and the auditor to ensure compliance with Sri Lanka accounting standards and other relevant laws and regulations. Discuss with the accounts with the auditors and the management. To review significant financial reporting judgments, impairment policy, right? Let's say whatever the judgments you have used in preparation of financial statements, review them. Review companies' earnings, press releases and financial information and earnings guidance provided to analysts and rating agencies. If you are sending your financial reports to rating agencies, analysts, review them before they send. Discussion of policies and practices with respect to risk assessment and risk management practice. To review the company's internal financial controls and unless expressly addressed by a separate board, risk committee composed of independent directors. Ensuring that a process of sound system of internal controls in place. Internal controls තියනවාද බලන්න ඕන. Ensuring that a process of sound system of internal controls is in place. Ensuring that at least highlight once in every 3 years and review of board's risk management, internal controls, business continuity planning and information security system are carried out. Underline that. Every 3 years, risk management function is reviewed. Ensuring that effective internal audit function is in place. Meeting separately periodically with management, auditors and internal auditors. Likewise, you have. Right? The work of the audit committee. Read them once again. Audit committee එකේ වැඩ ටික කියව ගන්න බලන්න ළමයි. Read it again. Read that again. Right? Done? So students, when you basically look at audit committee, they are the ones who are in charge of this thing, right? Accounting, financial reporting, whatever. So basically they are in charge of accounting, internal control, risk management, compliance, internal audit, ensuring independence of external auditors. So, as I told you, most of the work of the audit committee is done behind the closed doors. Inside rooms, behind closed doors, their work will happen. Right? So, whatever happens in audit committee should be known to the shareholders as well, as one of your friends has requested. friends has mentioned. So shareholders are make a danaganna. So significant disclosures has to be made in the annual report about the audit committee. Get my point, right? About the audit committee, there should be significant disclosures that has to be happen. Audit committee එක ගැන significant disclosures වෙන්න තියෙන්න ඕන annual report එකේ. So normally students, what has to be disclosed in the annual report? Number one, who are the members of the audit committee? Audit committee members have to be mentioned. How many meetings were held during the year? අවුරුද්ද ඇතුලේ meetings කීයක් තිබුණාද? Who has participated? Individual directors' participation for the audit committee meetings. Any significant issues identified in the audit committee meetings? Audit committee meeting එකේ මොනවා හරි significant issues identify වුණාද? So all these you have to communicate to the shareholders. Properly, those should be communicated to the shareholders. Otherwise, shareholders will not know them. Right? So disclosures have to happen, which is in page number 27. Page 27. Go to page 27. Disclosures. A separate section highlight of the annual report should describe the work of the committee in discharging its responsibilities. So, separate portion of the annual report should describe what are the duties of the audit committee. The report should include the names of directors, persons in the parent company's committee in case of a group company comprising audit committee. So, underline, names of directors who comprise the audit committee. Audit committee members lage nam tika දාන්න. The number of meetings held and attendance of each director. So, attendance of each director for the meetings. The scope of work and how its roles and responsibilities were discharged. Scope, role, how it was done. The significant issues that the committee considered in relation to the financial statements and how these issues were addressed. Significant issues that were identified and how they were addressed. An explanation of how it has assessed the effectiveness of external audit function. So how it assessed the effectiveness of external audit function. If the external auditor provides non-audit services, external auditor is providing non-audit services, an explanation of how auditors' objectivity and independence safeguarded. So external auditor is giving you payroll service, external auditor is giving you different other service. So how independence was established. The committee should also make a determination of independence of auditors and should disclose the basis of such determination in the annual report. So how external auditors' independence was established. So it has to be discussed. Agree. That's basically the essence of audit committee. So, in terms of audit committee students, you need to know the composition. Who should be the chairman? Who should be the members of the audit committee? So, generally, executive directors can't take part in audit committee. It's basically non-executive directors who has to be. Then thereafter, students, you have to be familiar with what are the responsibilities, roles of audit committee. Then advantages and disadvantages of the audit committee. You should know them properly. Finally, roles and responsibilities as well. Okay, ඒ ටික දන්නවනම් audit committee එකේ වැඩේ හරි. Now shall we move on to audit committee charter which is in page number 52? Page 52, audit committee charter. පොඩක් නිකන් skim read කරමු අපි. We will just here and there we will read. Okay. Purpose. The purpose of the audit committee. Schedule F, I think you have bookmarked this, right? Make a bookmark කරලා ඇති. Schedule F, audit committee charter. Purpose. Provide assistance to the board of directors in fulfilling its responsibilities for the preparation, presentation and adequacy of disclosures in the financial statements, compliance with financial reporting, processing of to ensure that company's internal controls and risk management procedures are in place, assessing ability to continue as a going concerns, performance of internal audit function, risk management, and independence and performance of the external auditors. Authority of the audit committee is given. Next page, page number 53. Students, look at page 53. Page 53, Balan. Composition. The audit committee should comprise of at least 3 non-executive directors, whom at least 2 should be independent. Should be chaired by an independent non-executive director. Secretary. The chief internal auditor or the company secretary shall act as the secretary to the meeting. Underline. Audit committee meetings, chief internal auditor or maybe company secretary may be the secretary. Meetings. The committee will meet, highlight, at least 4 times a year. Minimum number of meetings, 4 meetings per year. Avruddara meetings hadarai. With authority to convene additional meetings as circumstances require. Quorum. The quorum necessary for the transaction of business shall be constituted by majority of the members. AGM responsibilities for financial reporting. Read at home. Internal audit, risk management, page number 55. 56, external audit, the responsibilities, compliance, and then reporting functionalities. See, scope and coverage, things are there until page number 57. Students, I will give you 2 minutes, right? මමවලට විනාඩි 2ක් දෙනවා. 2 minutes. Read audit committee charter which is in page number 52. Take 2 minutes and read audit committee charter in page number 52. Read, taking 1 minute, audit committee charter. Okay, so shall I ask you a small question, right? You have to type your answer in the chat box, right? Or else you can unmute your microphone and say a small question, right? I want from you three things. Audit committee is doing with external auditor. Three things that the audit committee is doing with regard to the external audit. External audit එක සම්බන්ධව audit committee එක කරන දේවල් තුනක්. Three things. With regard to the external audit, three things that the audit committee is doing. Just type that in your chat box. Chat box එක ටිකක් type කරන්න බලන්න ළමයි. Three things that the audit committee is doing with regard to the external audit. Or you can unmute your microphone and you can speak as well, right? Before we move into a break, I just wanted to ask questions. Appointment, yes, one. What else? Independence estimation. Ensuring the independence of the external auditor. Remuneration of the external auditor, yes. What else? Others also type, right? Then only I know that you guys are on the ball. What else they do? Discuss audit plan, no? Removal, yes. Removal, yes. Removal of external auditor. What else? Discuss the audit plan. Discuss significant matters. Evaluate non-audit services. Nimesha, yes, good, right, good job. Right? So likewise, then now when we are doing our question on Thursday, students, these things has to come. Yes, another one. Liaison with internal audit, external auditors, yes. Establishing independency of external auditors, those work they do. So students, when the question comes, right, then question now, in our previous two questions which we have done, we have not referred to the code of corporate governance. Now this week when we are doing the question, when we do the question, students, we will refer to the code of corporate governance as well this week.